17 babies are born with Down syndrome every single day. At Gigi's Playhouse, we celebrate individuals with Down syndrome and we provide free therapeutic and educational programming for them, their families, and the community. From prenatal diagnosis through career skills, we make a lifetime commitment to our families. Everything we do here is free. All of these programs that are changing the lives for those individuals with Down syndrome. We're 99% volunteer run. That's free one-on-one tutoring in literacy and math, free speech therapy, physical therapy-based programs, getting them ready to keep up with the other kids in school, getting them ready for preschool. We're helping them learn to walk, to talk, to read, career programs for our adults. Everything we do at Gigi's is purposeful and progressive, and it's all free. 220,000 free program hours every year. Back in March, when we had to close all of the Gigi's Playhouses, 4,400 hours of free therapeutic and educational programming was canceled indefinitely. And within a week, we launched the virtual learning platform of Gigi's at Home. And we were able to provide live and on-demand programming, and we do it all for free. Every day, we are empowering people to reach their potential.
I have Down syndrome, and sometimes it makes things a little harder for me. But that's not stop me with my goals every day, and to just helps me. Thank you for helping me and my friends. I promise to make you proud.
This is a population of people who love with all their heart, who forgive with all their heart, who give with all their heart. This is our way of achieving our mission of global acceptance for all.
Just 1, 2 claps. There you go.
I see stuff.
The at-home virtual stuff that they've been doing has been really great because he was able to see the faces that he knew. He would get really excited, like, oh, there's all his little friends.
When Gigi's Zooms would come on, her confidence level in those groups is amazing.
For us, it's been the one constant thing during this pandemic.
It really has structured her week in a way that she feels totally proud of what she's doing. Gigi's will change the world.
Little something extra is your superpower.
There's so much more gravity in everything that we do.
At the end of the day, when that basketball stops bouncing for me, there's going to be so many more things that are important to me.
Are you ready for a dance off now?
I got Dennis Dixon on the line here.
I wore my cowboy boots just for you. Go, Cubs, go!
I always ask people when they use the R word, I simply ask them if there's a better way to express what they just said.
Can you give us maybe some of your healthy tips?
Do you say tips?
Oh, geez, I did say tips.
Tips!
I'm Nancy Gianni, and I'm here with my daughter.
The Gigi of this Playhouse.
And we need your help. We are talking about the Gigi Fit Acceptance Challenge. The Gigi Fit Acceptance Challenge is a physical and social movement for acceptance. We need to gather 1 million people in honor of global acceptance. And we need your help. Go to acceptancechallenge.org, go to events, pick an event in your state, in your country, wherever you want to do, and participate, or host your own event, or just go on there and pledge and tell the world, I can and will accept you as you are. That's all you have to do. Go online, acceptancechallenge.org, see what this is all about. It is time to start lifting people up, raising people up, telling people with disabilities that we value you. You belong here, you belong with me. You shouldn't be in a separate classroom. You shouldn't be in a different part. You should be able to get organ transplants. You shouldn't all have to be terminated. This is your world too, and we are ready to lift you up. So please go to where, Gigi?
Acceptancechallenge.org.
And what should they do?
Go on a pledge.
teach the pledge, say I can and will accept you as you are, join an event, host an event, just help us bring our army of 1 million people together and get this done on June 5th. Thank you, everybody.
Welcome to the 2021 I Have a Voice Gala.
We are so excited you decided to join us to celebrate Down syndrome, highlight our voices and support Gigi's Playhouse this year.
And whether this is the first time you're ever hearing about Gigi's or you're a regular at the Playhouse, we're so excited for you to be here with us tonight. Gigi's Playhouse is a Down Syndrome Achievement Center where we empower our friends with Down syndrome to achieve their dreams, and we work to change the way that the world sees Down syndrome. And your support through an event like this helps make it all possible. My wife and I are the proud parents of 3 kids, one of whom has Down syndrome. And having a community like Gigi's has made a profound difference for our family. It's allowed me to make friends like Ben and Caroline, who have given me so much hope for the future that my son has ahead of him. And the free programs we have access to are making a profound difference for him.
I love being in Gigi's because all the things that we do are fun, and I love all the cooking sessions and making new friends and the friends that I have that I've known for a long time.
We're going to share a little bit more about Gigi's here in just a minute, but first I want to take a moment to say a special thank you to all of the sponsors that help make this event possible and are making a difference at Gigi's throughout the year. First, I want to turn it over to the Brett Boyer Foundation, our presenting sponsor for tonight, to tell a little bit more about the amazing work they're doing in Middle Tennessee and around the world.
Hey, I'm Ellen Boyer with the Brett Boyer Foundation. I am Brett, Wells, and Lottie's mom, and our firstborn daughter, Brett, welcomed us into the Lucky Few family. We are so grateful to still be part of this community and exposed to so many wonderful, capable people living with Down syndrome. Our mission when we formed the Brett Boyer Foundation was to shout the worth of people living with Down syndrome and how grateful we are to be part of this community. Gigi's Playhouse joins with us to help spread that mission like no other. We are so grateful for their reach that COVID has made possible by their virtual programs. We are so proud to once again be the presenting sponsor for the Gigi's Gala, I Have a Voice. We are proud to raise our voice and shout the worth of all of those with Down syndrome.
We also like to thank the other sponsors that are making a difference through their support.
First, thank you to our silver sponsors, Innova, naviHealth, and Nissan North America. We'd also like to say thank you to our bronze sponsors, Bedroc, Ludi, Pinnacle Financial Partners, Sierra Investment Partners, and Dr. Elizabeth and Shawn Bales at Heritage Medical Associates. Last but not least, thank you to all of our friends and family sponsors who have helped make tonight and this event possible. A quick housekeeping item. If you're following along with us live tonight, you can access all of the amazing silent auction items on the One Cause app. It'll be closing tonight, so be on the lookout for text reminders that will keep you up to date as we go. And even if you're watching this at a later date, you can still make a difference. You can go to gigisplayhouse.org/Nashville/Gala to make a donation to help keep Gigi's programming 100% free for families this year. Now, on with the action!
My name is Shawn Farrell. I'm serving as president of the Board of Managers, and I want to thank you very much for joining us in this virtual gala. We're very excited about this new program and making it work, and we are thrilled that you have decided to spend some time with us, and we hope that it's fun for everybody. So thank you very much for being here. If you attended the gala last year in February of 2020, you would have heard us talk about our plans for growth in the program, for continuing to serve more families. We knew that we wanted to reach to more areas of Tennessee through satellite programs and to touch as many families as we possibly could. And we talked about our detailed plan for how to do that, and we thought we knew exactly what 2020 was going to look like, and we thought we had a clear plan for every month what we'd be doing. Well, if you want to hear God laugh, just tell him your plans. So shortly after the February gala, of course, we had COVID hit. We had no way to plan for something like this, but we found ourselves on March 12th making the very difficult decision to shut down programs in order to protect the health of the participants and the families that we serve. It was extremely difficult because we knew that the need for GGs and for their programs wasn't going anywhere. It was still there. In fact, there was probably more need as people were losing some resources that they had through schools and other programs. But we had to make decisions for the safety and welfare of our participants, and we shut the programs down, and then we had to decide how can we do what we do. So we looked for new and creative ways to offer virtual programming that was impactful and useful and still filling the mission that people have come to expect from GG's. In fact, we found that the online hub was commonly used not just by our participants and families, but by teachers in the area. Other members of the community were finding it helpful as everybody looked for ways to try to help our kids as much as we could. So we converted programs to virtually. We found new ways for people to participate, new ways for people to volunteer. We even had a Vanderbilt student was able to continue to offer tutoring from his home in Indiana. And in fact, we found that people were able to participate in GG's programs who hadn't been able to before. We had program participants from Memphis to Johnson City, Tennessee. So from many, many hundreds of miles away, people came to know GG's, and we plan to continue these programs as virtual programming, and the advantages it offers, I think, are here to stay. And this Gala proves that, right? So in that weird COVID year, we reached, in fact, more participants than we had in the year prior, with over 450 families having some kind of contact with our programs, over 3,000 individual check-ins at programs, and we were very, very excited to be able to continue to do that. And of course, now we're offering combinations of live and virtual programs, as we think these virtual programs are here to stay. And we'll continue to find new ways to make these work for us. We have continued our work in Clarksville in partnership with Austin Peay University, offering some important tutoring programs there. And we have expanded live in-person programming in Sumner County through the partnership with the great folks at Northfield Church. So now people who live in Henderson and Gallatin will have a much easier time coming to know GG's and participating with us. So we're excited to continue our growth into new regions, to introduce to new families, new participants, and to bring these programs to as many people as possible. So this Gala is incredibly important to us to be able to do that. Thank you very much for being here and being friends of our participants.
So GG's Playhouse is a Down Syndrome Achievement Center, and that means that we provide free, purposeful programs for individuals with Down syndrome of all ages and their families. So starting with prenatal diagnosis up into adulthood, there is always something available at GG's to help support their educational development and their therapeutic needs.
I'd heard about GG's Playhouse when I met with some friends who also have kids with Down syndrome, and they had talked about how important it was in their lives. And at that time, we didn't have a GG's Playhouse near us. We made this big leap to move states, actually, to Nashville. And one of the reasons was for GG's Playhouse.
So starting off with birth, we offer group programs around things like speech and language development, fine and gross motor skills work, one-on-one tutoring in math and literacy, and also a little bit more with academics and life skills. Our preteens and our teens are working on things like yoga classes, but also social development. And then when they reach adulthood, they're working on job training and employment readiness. All across the board, there's always something that targets the developmental needs of our kids and adults at the time that they need it.
My son's name is Aiden. He's 3 years old, and he is pretty much the definition of energy. He is very spirited, and he lives his life with a lot of joy. So everything he does is intensified joy.
All services and programs at GG's are free for families, and it's our commitment that they always will be. GG's is 99% volunteer run. We have a very small staff, but all of our programs are led by volunteers from the community. Educators, those are therapists, but those are also just people from the area who care and want to invest in our participants.
I almost can't believe that we ended up with the life that we have now. It's really surprising. And I had no idea that there was this community. Like, my life is so much better now because Aiden has Down syndrome, and then also because that Down syndrome has led us into contact with so many other families who are experiencing the same thing. It's pretty magical, yeah.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Nashville. I am Nancy Gianni, the Chief Belief Officer of Gigi's Playhouse, and I am here with my daughter,
the teacher of this Playhouse. Hee-haw, Nashville!
Woo! I think she's excited to be here, Nashville. Well, I know we would love to be there in person, but after COVID, we will be back. But instead, we get a chance to talk to you guys right now. And I just want to thank you so much for supporting the Nashville Playhouse. What I think you don't understand is, yes, your Nashville Playhouse serves your community and does an amazing job. But you know what? They are also a leader in the Gigi's Playhouse network. We have over 60 Gigi's Playhouse locations in startup, and Nashville is one of our top playhouses. And their leadership, their dedication, their volunteerism, everything that they do here inspires all of their brothers and sisters across the Gigi's network. So Nashville, thank you. We are so proud of you. You know, when COVID hit last March and we had to shut down all of our Gigi's locations and our startups, that was 4,400 hours a week of free therapeutic and educational programming that was instantly halted. And remember, we are all volunteer run. So now our volunteers were home with their kids, they were home with their jobs, and they weren't able to help us as much as they normally did. But you know what happened? We launched a virtual education platform called Gigi's at Home. And we started serving families at home within 13 days of us being shut down. And Nashville was one of our first locations that jumped on, got the word out to their families, and got their families set up, and helped us with programming that not only served your Nashville community, but served communities all around the world. Because of Gigi's at Home, we are serving families in 51 countries. And that's just as of today. By the time this rolls, there's gonna be even more. It's amazing, and we are so blessed. And that is why Nashville, Gigi's Playhouse Nashville, won at our national conference, they won the Locally Concerned Enterprise-Minded Award in 2020, because they are out there pushing for your community there in Nashville, but making effects and impacts all across the world. So please know, anything you give to them tonight is not only gonna serve your family there in Nashville, but it's gonna serve families all around the world. We're so blessed to have you guys. We can't wait to get back to Nashville. We're so grateful to your army of volunteers who are out there making it happen, to your donors who never left our Gigi's Playhouse team. You guys, when you stuck around, when you helped Gigi's Nashville, you picked them up. You gave them the confidence they needed to keep serving their families. And you know what? That led them to leading families worldwide. So thank you so much for never giving up. Thank you for being there. We are so blessed to have you. The ripple effect is going on everywhere, starting in Nashville and rippling around the world. So thank you so much. Mwah. Know that you are changing lives every second of every hour of every day. We are so grateful. We will be there soon. Yeehaw! There she goes. She can't help herself. And we will see you soon, Gigi's Nashville. Mwah.
You've heard tonight what Gigi's is all about, but I want to pivot and talk about where we're going and how you can help us get there. Our big, hairy, audacious goal is simple. We want to help our friends with Down syndrome achieve their dreams and empower them to be all that they can and want to be. To do that, we've been working hard to develop programs that give them the tools they need for free at every step along the way. From birth to adolescence to adulthood, we want to make sure there's something for them. In the coming year, we're hoping to build out some new programs that target that hard transition from high school into adulthood. That transition is critical, and there's so much that high school doesn't prepare them for about the responsibilities of adulthood and the challenge of living independently. To get Gigi University off the ground here in Nashville, we need funds to purchase new equipment like computers and fitness materials. We need to do some renovations to our kitchen area, installing an oven and a stove so our adults can better practice cooking skills, just like they would use in their own homes. We need access to transportation so we can take our adults to businesses and schools in the community so they can explore their future options. And for every semester that we offer GG University, we want to be able to provide all of the basic supplies necessary for participation so that there really is no cost barrier to families whatsoever. Our goal this year is to raise $100,000 to make all of this possible, allowing us to launch GG University in 2022. Every dollar toward that goal matters and makes a huge difference, getting us closer to offering this resource for our community. It'll take all of us working together to reach this goal. For just $50, you can help GG's get some of those basic supplies needed for GG University and all our other programs. A $100 donation can help purchase fitness equipment to empower our participants to build healthier lives. $500 can help cover important items for our cooking classes, like groceries and kitchen equipment. A $1,000 donation can allow us to start outfitting a computer lab for the educational components of our program. And a gift of $5,000 or more will make a lasting difference by supporting our kitchen renovation, a critical priority in the year ahead. Again, every dollar you give makes a profound difference for the mission of GG's and the families we serve. From new parents who just gave birth to a baby with Down syndrome, to adults like Ben and Caroline, we all have dreams for our lives and the lives of our loved ones. Their potential is limitless, and together we can help those dreams come true. Will you join us?
We first learned about GG's when the Playhouse opened in Cleveland, and we were actually in process of moving down here, and so I knew that I wanted to make sure that we had enough support system here, and so I Googled Nashville and found out about GG's and DSAMT, and so when we actually bought our house, we were looking for 20 minutes drive from GG's because I knew that we were going to want to have that community and connection and be able to participate in programs, and I knew we wanted to be close by.
Yeah, we have big dreams for our kids, and we needed a place that supported those big dreams. So that's why GG's is so special to our family. And we're really excited to see what else GG's can bring, and really excited for Cameron to continue to use these opportunities here.
I want to say that GG's was like really the biggest thing where I opened up my heart and I said, yes, I really want to adopt a child with special needs with Down syndrome, and it has been the best thing that's ever happened to me.
And the best thing to me about GG's is that we all have a community that's kind of built in when you go to GG's. So she has her peer group. Since the classes are typically kids of about the same age, the parents are going through a lot of the same, school questions or medical questions or just social questions or whatever. So it gives us an opportunity to share resources and kind of share experiences with one another. But it's just that built-in community that's so special.
When Julie was 2 months old, we visited the Playhouse, and right away people were so welcoming and so happy to see us and so happy to hold Julie, so that alleviated a lot of the fears or nervousness I had about having a child with Down syndrome.
Since the inception of GG's, we helped to build the first one. I was on the original board, and Maddox has participated in programming since he was little.
So in many ways, our dreams for Ella are no different than our dreams for our son. We hope that she'll go to college. We hope that she'll find a job that she enjoys. We hope she'll get married, find the love of her life.
I want her to be able to make her own choices and to have options for what she wants to do, whether that's live with us, whether that's live independently. I want her to be able to have a career that she is proud of and that she feels like she is participating and doing good for the world.
We want Miles to do what Miles wants to do. If that's be an astronaut, go for it. If that's play hockey, go for it. If that's set up a bakery or bake or whatever Miles wants to do, we want him to be able to do that and him have no restrictions, no limitations. We'd love to see Miles get his high school diploma and maybe even go to college one day. We'd love to see him do whatever it is that he would like to do.
Really, my dreams and goals for him are for him to be self-determining. I want him to, have a desire to help others and contribute and share his gifts with the community so that it can be better as a whole.
To be independent is possible. To find a job, be able to take care of himself, be independent. If he wants to find love, find love. Anything that you would want for any other child is what we want for Cameron as well. Being a parent of a child with Down syndrome doesn't change anything.
Our dreams for Clayton are that he would have a job, be productive and happy in his work, be a good worker, that his confidence would grow and he would enjoy being part of the community.
And be able to get back involved. Gigi's has just done a great job of continuing to be Gigi's all the way through it. It's been a great blessing.
My biggest hope is that Eva will be able to live independently and have a job that she loves. We would like for her to go to one of the programs that Vanderbilt or Lipscomb offers, just for continuing education and certificate degrees. But we've always joked that it would be kind of fun if Eva grew up and got a job at Vanderbilt and then we could carpool together to work.
We want her to be as independent as she can be. She talks about wanting to have a job when she's older. What job would you like to have?
As cooking.
Cooking, yep. She talks about being a chef. So we really want her to, be very active, and if she does have a job, that'd be great. But really, the more she's plugged into the community, the better.
My dreams are for her to be fully independent and be able to live on her own. She has a job now, but to have a real job that she likes, that she has dreamed of doing. To have her own place and just be independent and live life, be happy. That's what I know she can do it, and we're moving her in that direction, and that's what we want for her.
I do like Zumba because it's one of my favorites I have to do in energy prep. Math was a good one.
We want Jilly to have job training skills. We want her to have public speaking skills. So whatever she chooses to do, whether she works in our family business or whether she picks a career of her own, we want her to have those foundational skills that are going to transcend any job. So I know that she'll get those skills from Gigi's Playhouse.
I love being here, Gigi's.
Well, I would say our dreams for Miles are not different than our dreams for the other two children. We just basically want them to be happy and find, what they want to do.
Gigi's is essential. If every city or location had one, that'd be amazing. I know that's not the case, but yeah, we're staying close to Gigi's. We're staying put because that's where, that's the hub where she's gonna get those skills.
I think it's really important that Gigi's has tied in their mission of helping the Down syndrome community also with changing perceptions in the world. Because so much of the impact of having a disability is how people perceive you rather than the disability itself. And so it's really important to me that Gigi's changed minds and allow our kids to be all that they can be.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
You can help me dreams like these come true by making a donation to Gigi's Playhouse. You can give through the One Cause app or by going to the website listed below.
And on behalf of the whole Gigi's community, thank you for making a difference. The best is yet to come.
Gigi's Playhouse.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gigi. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love Gigi House. Yeah! Yeah!
Thank you.
Thank you, Gigi's friends. Thank you for the support. You guys are rock stars.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for believing in me.
Gigi's at-home programs have made our time at home during the coronavirus so much better. It's given them something to do 4 days out of the week when everything else has been canceled during the day. Thank you, Gigi's.